They're watching the movie, they're watching 2001 Space Odyssey. So the camera pans in, Tony goes by, they're all kids, and another guy goes by, and then it is the son looking at the movie like this. And so he was directing, so he couldn't do it and look at the scene because he's sitting there, he's acting. So he said, Jay, I want you to take a shot with the same lens as the shot that we're going to see in the movies and show it to me on your digital capture. So I stood back, tripoded it, and took a picture, and Tony's there. And I showed it to him, and he goes, that's the angle I want. So they took the camera. You see it, everybody, it's a great shot. He has collections of all kinds of stuff. Dave Motley is the uppermost specialist on military wear and to do with being in the military and warfare. You could write a book on it. This guy was a barber that grew up in Waukegan that apparently did a lot of work on some famous people.
Oh, okay.
And he died in that cemetery. So what happens, Oakwood, if you look over here, every year Oakwood Cemetery has an event where they pick the history of some of these headstones, and they literally go and have actors, hired actors, or talented people, and they do a lecture on who they are. So they stand there with their big overalls. I was a barber, and I was working here, and they go through a whole acting thing. It's so cool. And this lady every year just dresses just spectacular in a period dress and does an acting gig every year. And she's stellar. She's really good, and she plays the part. This photo was taken, and she wasn't even acting. It's so cool. It's another Waukegan event. This is my good friend Felicia Williams that stood on the lake, and there's a lightning strike at the same time, and he didn't even realize I took it. But how can you capture a lightning strike at the same time? Ivy Ford, which the most recent photo I took, was in Greentown.
Okay.
Incredible artist.
Right.
And obviously John Kretlow played at the Yacht Club. John Kretlow in front of the building, almost where we're standing, right outside. And John Kretlow at another event where he's in his van called Soul Pigs. Blue 88's Soul Pigs. These two, their father was an incredible guy. Everybody knew him in Waukegan. It's Joe and Julia Jones. They called me up 2 weeks before Christmas and said, hey, this friend of ours, he's Santa. He's really Santa. He's really Santa, and he's coming over to our house because he has good friends with my dad, and he wants to do Santa Claus, and he says, invite the neighborhood over and they can bring the kids. I want to do this in memory of your dad. I walk in the door. This guy walks, he's 6'2", a biscuit short of 350. He's huge, and I was shaking when I looked at him. I'm looking at him like, Jesus. And this guy, I swear, the beard is real, the suit is real. He sat down and all these kids gravitated towards him. Well, this is the one that did. They put him on his lap, and all of a sudden the tear sting came on. And tell me that this isn't Norman Rockwell. I mean, this is a Waukegan Norman Rockwell shop. Shot at Jackson and Pacific. That's Norman Rockwell right here. That's what I love this stuff. This right here is a small portion of the photos that I have of this town. And I had to sit and choose. The hardest thing in the world is going, which people are important. It's not the importance, it's the space. And I put people in the places, and I drape the people, if you notice, over the spaces that I like in Waukegan. I didn't put, a few of them you'll have people in the background, but this was an event, polar bear plunge, sunrise, the rescue crowd for the polar bear plunge. These guys do, every year they come out. Now they get paid, but these guys, they're sitting in, what's 30, the water's close to 30, 31, 32. This was a shot taken when it was 4 degrees. It was 4 degrees, and these guys sit in water and wait for people to drown. You hope they don't, but they're ready. It's probably the safest place to be, is down on the lakefront in Waukegan during January 1st every year. This group of people right here, Lisa May, got together to volunteer to clean up the beach when we lost funding to clean the beach. These are all volunteers that Just came down, pick up garbage bags, and clean up the whole beach. And Lisa spearheaded that, the Alderman, she spearheaded that. She's been doing that since day one. A lot of people have taken on themselves, but that's Blair Gladley. Blair Gladley is in the foreground. Okay. Gentleman here, John. You remember John? Tony.
John Stewart.
John Stewart is an excellent guitarist. Used to play with some of the people on Maxwell Street. He played with A.C. Collins and all these guys, and he lives right across the street in Waukegan. And his neck hurts, but he can play an incredible blues guitar. It's phenomenal. And he knows so much about blues and grew up around it and is in this town. He used to be a taxi driver for 25 years in Waukegan. And he knows everything about this town. There's an hour show on John Stewart. It's right here. It's Ashley Campbell. I did a photo shoot with her probably 3 years ago. That photo I took when she was sitting in my car. That's the one I like above and beyond the photos that I took of her in the model shoot. So it's one of my favorites. This is our whole drinking crowd in a bar called Russ's over on the north side for a pirate dress-up Halloween night. Is that Ivy Ford I see?
No. Hey.
You can't get away from the camera, can you?
How are you? I haven't seen your front card. I just got a haircut.
You see her up on the board?
I see. This is so cool.
And that shot at the very top above that is the Genesee Theater when I shot the movie Destino. And the body that's laying in front is fake. But I thought the irony is that we placed the body there for the movie, but the shot looks become a part of the Genesee Theater and there's a dead body. Did you see this?
No. This is my first,
Read the center. That's a little poem about Waukegan.
All right. Love it. So true. Oh, this is awesome.
You're the newest photo up there. I can't think of another one that I put later.
Oh, goodness.
That was right next door I shot that.
What a fun night, though.
That was a great night. I always love when you get up on the bar.
Yeah, that's always fun.
It's fun for everyone.
As long as I don't fall off, then it's good.
Well, you got to keep that, okay? Don't fall. We need you.
Awesome.
It's the Academy Theater. Yes, the Palace burning down. That burnt down. My friend Aisu played in the park after it was torn down.
Right, yeah, you showed me that picture.
And yeah, I mean that's a little history right there, you know.
Oh, I like this one. The zombie one?
Yep, that was the first one.
That's really
That was
cool.
the first one. First birthday party. He got cake all over him, so she put him in the water.
Yeah. This one's a real cool one, too.
Yeah. I was on a 30-foot platform. There's John Kretlow. I call this is a guitar orgasm.
Yes.
You tell me right now. That's what you call it. It might be a Disney show, but I call this guitar orgasm. Because if you play guitar, you know what I'm talking about. You get into that zone. I got to get you in that zone.
Awesome.
The very first tattoo that was done in this gallery. It's Bob Sobel's girlfriend Heather. John is in real life, he's right here. And I just went like this, and you looked down at me, and you just punched it out a little bit, and I went, snap. There's the moment, right there.
You gotta send me this lyric, so you gotta send me that. I'm writing.
I will.
I'll write.
No, I want you to write something with that.
All right. Basically, I have to listen to art, I have to look at them in the sense of playing, and then.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
Do you think it's an 88 or a song? Well, I think
No.
it's would be playing.
No, there would be no 88.